I support fully WTA's stance because we don't have enough information about Peng, and her well-being and her health is of the utmost importance for the tennis community. Regardless of the fact that it's her, it can be anybody, both male and female player, that something like this could happen. And I don't see anything wrong in a WTA and everyone, actually, ATP as well, asking for clarity on what is going on. It's really sad that we don't have enough clarity on that. I mean, it's life of a tennis player that is in question here, so we, as a tennis community, need to stand together, and so I support.
To my disappointment, I have to report that effective at 12:01 a.m. this morning, we instituted a lockout of Major League players.
Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred on Thursday announced a work stoppage for all MLB players after the league and the Players Union failed to reach terms on a new collective bargaining agreement ahead of a midnight deadline.
We committed to the process, we made proposals, and it just did not happen.
That means all current activity has been halted, which includes, most significantly, free agent signings and trades as many teams try to bolster their rosters during the offseason. At issue, years played before free agency, playoff expansion, a possible salary floor, and several proposed rule changes. In a tweet, the Players Association said, quote, "The shutdown is a dramatic measure regardless of the timing," and added it was, quote, "specifically calculated to pressure players into relinquishing rights and benefits." Manfred, in a letter to fans, said the vision of the Players Association would, quote, "threaten the ability of most teams to be competitive." The lockout marks the first work stoppage in Major League Baseball since the players' strike of 1994-95. That dispute forced a premature end to the season, delayed the start of the following season, and turned off fans, with attendances plummeting when play finally resumed. Manfred tried to assure fans that this time it's unlikely games will be canceled, as the season doesn't officially begin until March 31st.
The Women's Tennis Association announced Wednesday it will suspend all tournaments in China immediately. The decision could cost the WTA hundreds of millions of dollars in broadcasting and sponsorship. It comes after sexual assault allegations levied by top Chinese player Peng against a former top official, Zhang Gaoli, who was once a vice premier in Beijing. Shuai's nearly 3-week disappearance sparked global concern both for her whereabouts and the safety of other players in China. She's since reappeared at various events, according to photos and videos posted by state media, and said she was safe in a phone call with International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach. But that hasn't allayed the concerns of the WTA, which has called for a full and transparent investigation without censorship into Shuai's allegations. Neither Zhang nor the Chinese government have commented, and the topic has been blocked on China's heavily censored internet. The Chinese embassy in Washington did not immediately respond to a request for comment. While the WTA's decision was applauded by many current and former tennis players, it could come at a heavy cost. The WTA began aggressively expanding into the Chinese market just before the 2008 Beijing Olympics.